There's a house on your street right now that used to be deep blue. Today, it looks gray, washed out, like nobody has lived there in years. The siding has not changed color. The color is still there, trapped under a microscopic layer of dead plastic that ultraviolet light created on the surface. A $2 tube of automotive rubbing compound and a microfiber cloth will remove that dead layer in minutes and reveal the original color underneath. The transformation is so dramatic that your neighbors will assume you spent $12,000 on a full siding replacement. You spent $2 in a Saturday afternoon. But the siding industry does not want you to know this, because the global vinyl siding market generates over $7 billion a year, and the broader siding replacement industry is worth over $100 billion worldwide. That revenue depends entirely on you believing the color is gone forever, and that the only solution is to rip every panel off your house and start over. A $2 tube from AutoZone eliminates the need for a $12,000 contractor. And what eliminates the need for a contractor eliminates the need for an entire industry. This is the story of the $2 vinyl siding restoration that a $7 billion industry prayed you would never find. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we dig up what the home improvement industry buried. To understand why this works, you need to understand what vinyl siding actually is, where it came from, and what happens to it over decades of sun exposure. The story of vinyl siding begins in 1957, when a small company in Columbus, Ohio began experimenting with extruding polyvinyl chloride into long, rigid panels that could be nailed to the exterior of a house. The idea was revolutionary because PVC was cheap to manufacture, lightweight, and unlike wood or aluminum, it would never rot, rust, or need painting. By the 1960s, vinyl siding was being marketed as the last exterior your home would ever need. The industry exploded through the 1970s and 1980s as suburban housing developments across the Midwest and Northeast adopted it as the standard cladding material. By the year 2000, vinyl siding had captured roughly 40% of the new construction market in the United States, according to Census Bureau data. Entire neighborhoods from New Jersey to Ohio to Michigan were wrapped in PVC panels marketed as permanent, maintenance-free, and never needing replacement. Millions of homeowners believed the marketing and stopped thinking about their exteriors entirely. But the sun did not stop shining, and the manufacturers always knew what sunlight would eventually do to their product. Here is the science they hope you never look up. Vinyl siding is manufactured from polyvinyl chloride, commonly known as PVC. Unlike paint, which sits on top of a surface, the color pigment in vinyl siding is physically mixed into the molten plastic during the manufacturing process. The color is not on the vinyl, the color is inside the vinyl. This is a critical distinction that the entire replacement industry hopes you never learn. When ultraviolet radiation from the sun hits the surface of vinyl siding year after year, it does not destroy the pigment molecules buried inside the material. What it does is break the molecular bonds of the PVC polymer chains on the outermost surface layer, the layer directly exposed to sunlight. This photochemical process is called photooxidation, and it happens to virtually every polymer surface exposed to sunlight over time. The broken polymer chains on the surface create a thin film of degraded, chalky, whitish plastic sitting on top of the perfectly intact pigmented vinyl underneath. That chalky layer is what you see when you look at faded siding. If you run your finger along a panel of faded vinyl and look at your fingertip, you will see a fine white powder. That powder is literally dead plastic molecules that have been oxidized by the sun. It is a mask sitting on top of your original color. Remove the mask, and the color returns. This is not theory. This is polymer chemistry that has been documented in material science literature for decades. The siding manufacturers know this, the replacement contractors know this, and nobody tells the homeowner standing in the driveway, staring at a $12,000 estimate. Now here is where this video becomes worth more than a contractor's quote. I have collected everything the siding and home exterior industry does not want you to know, all inside the complete Forbidden Camping Vault. The vinyl resurrection formula with the exact rubbing compound types, pad pressures, and circular motion technique that restores color to factory condition in a single pass. The UV shield protocol showing how to apply automotive wax as a protective barrier that prevents reoxidation for up to 2 years per application. The panel-by-panel restoration map that walks you through an entire house exterior in the correct sequence so you never leave streaks or visible transition lines. The siding damage decoder that teaches you to identify the difference between oxidation, mold staining, algae growth, and actual structural damage before you waste a single dollar. The color match, verification method that lets you confirm your siding is restorable before you buy a single product, using nothing but a wet rag in 30 seconds, and the full siding industry exposed dossier, revealing how warranty exclusions, planned obsolescence, and UV stabilizer economics keep the replacement cycle spinning. Over 10 guides in one vault, no fluff, straight to the point, with instructions you can use this weekend. The link is in the description. But stay here. The video is just getting started. The product that does this is called automotive rubbing compound. You will find it in the car care aisle of any auto parts store in America, at Walmart, or at any big box retailer. It costs between $2 and $3 for a tube that will restore multiple panels. It is an ultrafine abrasive suspended in a creamy liquid carrier, originally designed to remove oxidation from automotive clear coats and paint surfaces. The exact same oxidation process that fades your car's paint is what fades your vinyl siding. The abrasive particles in rubbing compound are measured in microns, fine enough to remove the oxidized surface layer without scratching or damaging the intact vinyl underneath. When you apply a small amount of rubbing compound to a foam applicator pad or a folded microfiber cloth and rub in firm circular motions across a faded section of siding, something remarkable happens. The white chalky layer begins to disappear under the cloth. With each circular pass, more of the original pigmented surface emerges from beneath the oxidation. The color change is visible in real time. Deep blue reappears from what looked like gray. Forest green emerges from what looked like faded mint. Dark brown returns from what appeared to be a dusty tan. The effect is so immediate and so dramatic that most people who try it on a single panel cannot stop until the entire wall is done. After restoring the color, the final step is applying a thin layer of automotive paste wax over the treated surface. This is the same carnauba wax or synthetic polymer wax that car owners use to protect their paint from ultraviolet damage. A $5 tin of automotive wax is enough to coat every panel on an average-sized American house. The wax creates a transparent UV-resistant barrier over the freshly restored vinyl surface. This barrier absorbs ultraviolet radiation before it can reach the PVC house and begin the photo-oxidation cycle again. With a single coat of wax, the protection lasts between 1 and 2 years before reapplication is needed. Reapplying wax takes minutes per section and costs pennies. The total investment for a complete vinyl siding restoration and UV protection for the entire exterior of your home is between $5 and $8. The average cost of vinyl siding replacement in the United States in 2025 is approximately $12,300 according to HomeAdvisor and Angi, with most homeowners paying between $6,000 and $18,000. The average cost of painting over vinyl siding ranges from $3,000 to $5,000. The paint begins peeling within 3 to 5 years because standard exterior paint does not bond reliably to smooth PVC surfaces. Your $2 alternative restores the original factory color that is already embedded in the material without the adhesion problems of paint, without the catastrophic expense of replacement, and without a single contractor setting foot on your property. If you have made it this far, you already know more about what is happening on the outside of your house than 99% of homeowners in America. Some of you are still considering writing a $12,000 check to a contractor to replace panels that only need a $2 rubbing compound and a Saturday afternoon. Subscribe and share this with every homeowner you know who is staring at faded siding and thinking they need a second mortgage to fix it. Everything the siding industry buried is waiting in the complete forbidden camping vault. Link in the description. Now stay with me. The next vault is the heaviest one we have ever opened. So here is the question that the vinyl siding industry desperately needs you to never ask. If UV stabilizers that prevent fading exist and have been available since the 1990s, why does virtually every vinyl siding installation in America still fade within 15 to 20 years? The answer is not chemistry. The answer is economics. The global vinyl siding market was valued at $7.45 billion in 2024, according to industry analysts. The top manufacturers, companies like CertainTeed, Cornerstone Building Brands, Westlake Chemical, and Associated Materials, control the vast majority of the North American vinyl siding supply. These companies have access to advanced UV stabilizer compounds, titanium dioxide concentrations, and hindered amine light stabilizers that could dramatically extend the color life of every panel they produce. These additives are not experimental. They are commercially available. They have been proven effective for decades in industrial applications. Adding them to residential vinyl siding would cost pennies per panel during the extrusion process. But if siding never faded, homeowners would never need to replace it for cosmetic reasons. And if homeowners never replaced their siding, the replacement cycle that drives billions of dollars in annual revenue would collapse. The business model depends on your siding looking progressively worse over time. It depends on you standing in your driveway one morning, comparing your faded house to your neighbor's freshly replaced exterior, and deciding you have no choice but to spend $12,000 to keep up. That moment of shame in the driveway is worth billions to this industry. Now look at the warranty that came with your vinyl siding. Almost every major manufacturer offers what they call a lifetime warranty. Those two words, lifetime warranty, are printed in large bold letters on every brochure, every website, every sales pitch. But read the fine print. Nearly every lifetime warranty explicitly excludes what they call normal fading or color change due to sunlight exposure. They warrant against cracking, warping, buckling, and structural failure, which are conditions that rarely occur with properly installed vinyl on a stable substrate. But fading, the one thing that affects virtually every vinyl siding installation in America, regardless of brand, price point, or quality grade, is specifically and deliberately carved out of the coverage. They know it will fade, they have the chemistry to prevent it, they choose not to include it. And then they wrote the warranty document so that when the inevitable fading occurs, you have zero legal recourse against the manufacturer. Now consider the painting alternative that contractors push when homeowners balk at full replacement costs. Painting over vinyl siding costs between $3,000 and $5,000 for an average American home. But painting vinyl is inherently problematic because standard exterior latex and acrylic paints do not chemically bond to the smooth, non-porous surface of PVC the way they bond to wood or masonry. The paint sits on top of the vinyl rather than penetrating into it. Within 3 to 5 years, the paint begins cracking, bubbling, and peeling in sheets. And there is a hidden danger that most painters will never mention to the homeowner writing the check. If you choose a paint color that is darker than the original siding color, the darker pigments absorb significantly more solar radiation. The increased heat absorption can cause the vinyl panels to soften, warp, and permanently deform because PVC has a relatively low heat distortion temperature. Professional painters know this. They do the job anyway because $3,000 to $5,000 is $3,000 to $5,000. The entire cycle, from fading to quoting to replacing to painting, is designed to extract maximum dollars from the homeowner for a problem that costs $2 to solve. Now let me be completely honest with you, because this is what separates real information from irresponsible advice on the internet. Automotive rubbing compound restores vinyl siding that is oxidized, meaning it has developed that uniform chalky, washed-out appearance caused by UV degradation. It does not work on vinyl that is stained by mold, mildew, or algae. If your siding has dark streaks, green patches, or black spots, those are biological growths, not oxidation, and they require a separate cleaning step with a diluted bleach solution or an oxygen bleach product before you apply the rubbing compound. Clean first, then restore. If your vinyl siding is physically damaged with cracks, warping, melting, or holes, no compound in the world will fix structural failure. The rubbing compound restores color. It does not restore physical integrity. This distinction matters, and any video or article that ignores it is putting your money and your time at risk. The restoration effect is most dramatic on medium and dark colored siding because the contrast between the oxidized chalky surface and the pigmented vinyl underneath is greatest on these deeper colors. On white or very light colored siding, the oxidation layer is nearly invisible to begin with, so the visual difference after treatment is minimal. If your home has white or cream siding, this method will still remove surface oxidation, but the cosmetic improvement will not be as striking. And one more thing, horticultural grade 20% concentration vinegar is sometimes recommended online for cleaning vinyl siding. Do not confuse cleaning with restoration. Vinegar removes surface grime but does not touch the oxidized polymer layer that is causing the fading. Only a fine abrasive compound physically removes that chalky layer to reveal the color beneath. Use rubber gloves when applying rubbing compound for extended periods, as prolonged skin contact with abrasive compounds can cause minor irritation. And always test your technique on a small, inconspicuous area first, perhaps a panel behind a downspout or near the foundation, to confirm the color restoration before committing to the entire house. Now consider the scale of what you have just learned. According to the United States Census Bureau, vinyl siding was the primary exterior wall material on 26% of all new single-family homes started in 2024. In the Northeast, that number rises dramatically. In New England specifically, 83% of new homes started in recent years had vinyl siding as their exterior cladding. Across the existing housing stock, tens of millions of American homes installed vinyl siding between 1980 and 2010, meaning they now have 15 to 45 years of cumulative UV exposure on their exteriors. In the Midwest and Northeast, where vinyl siding has historically dominated, entire subdivisions of hundreds or even thousands of homes are showing the same uniform chalky fading that a $2 compound reverses. Drive through any suburb in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Michigan that was built in the 1990s, and you will see block after block of homes with that same washed-out, ghostly appearance. Every single one of those homeowners has been led to believe the color is gone. It is not gone. It is hiding under a film of dead plastic that costs $2 to remove. Virtually every single one of those homes shows visible fading. The siding replacement industry charges an average of $12,000 per house to solve a problem that a $2 tube of rubbing compound and a $5 tin of wax solve permanently. Multiply $12,000 across tens of millions of faded homes, and you begin to understand the true scale of what has been kept from American homeowners. According to the 2024 Cost vs. Value report from the Journal of Light Construction, vinyl siding replacement recoups about 80% of its cost at resale, making it one of the highest return home improvements available. But that statistic only matters if replacement is actually necessary. If the color can be restored for $2 instead of $12,000, then the entire value proposition of siding replacement collapses for cosmetic cases. And cosmetic fading is the number one reason homeowners replace their siding. A $2 solution that eliminates the need for a $12,000 service cannot be marketed by the industry that sells the $12,000 service. And what cannot be marketed by the industry does not reach the homeowner standing in the driveway writing a check. The color of your house never left. It has been there the entire time, hiding under a microscopic layer of sun-damaged plastic that costs $2 to remove. The siding industry did not suppress this information with a conspiracy. They suppressed it with silence, by never mentioning it, by never including it in any warranty packet, by never training a single contractor to suggest it before quoting a full replacement. The silence was worth $7 billion a year. Your $2 tube of rubbing compound just broke it. If this video changed how you see the outside of your house, subscribe and share it with every homeowner on your street. Every share is one more family that stops paying $12,000 for a problem that costs $2 to solve. The next vault opens soon, and what the home improvement industry buried this time is even heavier.